But I'm not lonely. I'm just alone. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back to another video podcast. This is Misa.
This is Yuka.
And welcome to the Misa Yuka podcast. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another video podcast. Wait, we said that, right? Oh my god, my memory is dying. Hi, guys. If you're new here, we are two sisters born in Japan, raised in the States, and now we're living in Japan. And we... on this podcast, we talk about random stuff that we relate to each week, and we hope you relate to as well. So we have a big announcement. We are having an event. Yeah, we're having an offline event. The descriptions are gonna be like down below, but we're gonna have an offline event in Tokyo, Shibuya, and it's gonna be like a very private event. I think only like 30 people are going to be like joining us. It's our very first offline event, so the details will be below. So if you're in Tokyo during Golden Week, May 6th, 7 p.m. Yeah, at a cool bar in Shibuya. It's really amazing. So if you are available and if you want to come join us for a nice night, you can check our description box and you can apply below. Sign up below. Yay, we get to like see everyone. I'm so excited. So yes. So anyways, what are we talking about today, Yuka? Loneliness. We just talked about like how we're having a cool event with a lot of people. But we want to talk about loneliness because I think it is getting real.
Yeah.
It's getting real. Loneliness is getting real. Cause, you know, like, are you feeling lonely?
Me? No, I feel whole.
You feel like a whole?
I feel whole.
You feel whole, like whole?
Like
holy?
Holy.
Okay. I feel like loneliness is getting real as you become an adult, right? Because, you know, in school, college, you're with a bunch of friends all the time, and you can probably hit them up and be like, hey, let's hang out tonight in 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, you guys will be together hanging out and maybe doing something fun, right? And then at work, you still have colleagues, right? Yeah. But then maybe it's harder to like meet up with friends because of work. And then so your friends they become more of a distant presence. Right? And then after that, after like you're maybe like past 25 or something, a lot of your friends are getting married.
Yeah.
And then you feel a little distant from them because you might think like, oh, they're busy.
Right.
And they might be busy and maybe they're in a different headspace because they have a partner and stuff. And then so you feel a little lonely. Are you feeling that way anyway? Because like I know you guys, like a lot of your friends have gotten married or like got engaged. A lot of my friends haven't actually. A lot of my friends are like freely not engaged, not married, maybe like not have boyfriends and stuff yet. And so I feel like I attract, maybe naturally attract those kinds of people. But for you, Yuka, like I feel like a lot of your friends are married.
Yeah.
Like when I hung out with your group of friends, I'm like, whoa, they're all married and they're all like younger than me. They're not all married, but like most of them are engaged, either engaged or married.
Right. Or they have a boyfriend. I feel like everyone has a boyfriend.
Your friends. It's so funny. Like most of my friends don't have boyfriends.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I feel like it's been a lot harder to make time for each other, like to meet up and stuff. I think right now it's planned for like a month in advance. Yeah.
Me too.
Like it doesn't really matter if you're like married or not married. I feel like when you just become older, it's harder to meet up with people.
Yeah, you have to make the extra effort.
Yeah.
To meet up with people.
Yeah, and it's a lot of effort, more than expected.
That's true. Now that I work by myself and stuff, like I try to meet up with friends and like I'll kind of be more creative with like where I work and when I do so that I can see them, right? Or else like I'll miss the opportunity. If you're like working 24/7, you know, like corporate life, that must be like it was so difficult for me too.
Yeah.
I think because you're so tired with work and then you can't.
Yeah, now you're like looking towards like Saturday, Sunday, the weekends, and then you meet up, but then you're also like really tired.
Are you tired during the weekends?
During the weekends? Well, it depends how I spend my energy.
Right.
If I spend it on myself, no, I'm not tired. But if I spend it with like other people, when like then I get tired.
Right, because Yuka's an introvert.
Yeah.
Yuka's an INFJ.
I need time to like recharge by doing something that I like to do.
Right.
Like spending time with myself. Yeah.
Right. I think like you should be like you should try being a digital person.
A digital person?
A digital creator. I think you'll kind of like that. You get to do everything on your own all day.
No, that's not what I like to do, Misa. You know what an introvert is? They just like...
They just recharge alone.
So if I'm like recharging like constantly, I would be so tired.
Because you'll be like a dog. You'll be like a dog, right? Yeah. Dogs sleep all day. They're charging all day.
Yeah, and they're still tired. I
but
feel like my dog has a headache.
It's so funny because like dogs are extroverts. Dogs are naturally extroverts, right? And then, but they're forced to do something like for introverts.
Yeah. Right?
Because they can't talk in the beginning. Like, and then they're so bored. They're always sleeping. Yeah. You know, in the sun. And then they can only get out of the house like when you walk them. Right? It must be so hard to be a dog.
I know.
I don't think I can ever be them.
They're always so positive.
They're so positive. I love that about them. They're so positive.
I love that. They're so excited every morning because they look forward to food and the walk.
Yeah. I think we should all be like dogs. So this ends the podcast.
That's the conclusion.
That's the conclusion. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
We were talking about loneliness.
Oh, yeah, loneliness.
How we become more distant. We get to talk.
No. But Yuka, I've been feeling a little lonely lately because Yuka doesn't really hang out with me anymore, just like during this thing. So
Yesterday, I was at a bar with with my person, and Misa calls, and she's like on her way home or something, and my partner's in front of me, and I'm on my phone. This is like how it looks like. This is how it looks like. I'm like this, and then you're on the phone, right? And then I'm talking to you on the phone while he just sits and eats. How's that?
I said sorry.
Yeah.
I said sorry, but I would love to talk to you right now.
Yeah. But then it just got like interesting. I mean, it didn't get interesting.
I was just ranting.
She was ranting about like all the things she did, including the seminar she went.
Yeah, and then so she hung up on me. But you never call me.
Huh?
Did you really? You never call me.
Yeah, I don't call anyone. I'm really bad at calling.
Do you think people like it when you call?
Yeah, some people do.
I think there's like that's a yes and a no.
I get really anxious
when people call.
When people call me.
I think that's a lot of people. Like I've seen so many of my friends like not take a call.
Yeah, I get really anxious when I see Misa. I just like...
Oh my god, that's so sad.
No, but with anyone though.
But yeah, so Yuka and I only just hang out during this podcasting now, and then but sometimes like over the weekends, right? And then sometimes not sometimes. Like I don't really see you during the weekdays.
I feel like sometimes you expect me to not be working.
Yeah, I'm like asking you, are you working?
She calls me. Are you working?
But that's like adulthood, and I think that adulthood, you need to cope with being okay with being alone, right? Enjoying alone time is so important, and learning how to do that is very important, or else you're gonna feel lonely, and loneliness is a feeling. Being alone is just a fact. Right? And feeling lonely is not a good feeling.
So you're saying that that's a feeling, so we can turn it around, right?
We can turn it around.
Right.
We need to learn how to be okay with being alone and to enjoy alone time by yourself. Whether that is like working on yourself, going to the gym, or like exercising, working on something, like having a goal is so important.
Yeah.
Right? And
I feel like the more you get older, having a goal is like just becomes more important and prominent. Like you need it. And
you need it.
It's like goal, you know. Like,
no, I don't understand that.
It's always like up there. Like it's like, what is my goal? Like, you know, it always hits me when you don't have it.
Right, I always ask Yuka what her goal is.
I don't have one.
Yeah, she doesn't have one, and then she starts drawing. And I was like, maybe that's your goal.
I think what's important is I need to have a purpose.
Yeah, a purpose is really important.
And I just need time to figure that out.
Yeah, and
it's not like a one-day thing.
It's not a one-day thing, but but you're always trying to figure it out, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's laughing at me, guys.
No. Yuka's always trying to I am. Like, I got so lost last week.
It's so crazy because you're, like, you know yourself a lot.
I know myself a lot, but this is a very big characteristic of me. I get lost in the waters very easily. And then I come back up again, and then I get lost again. It's a repeated quality of me for some reason. And then once I reach a goal, I set a higher goal for myself, and then it's endless. It's like running a marathon, and even if you finish it, they're like, let's go. Or like, even if you end the goal, they're like, actually, that wasn't the goal. There's 10 more miles in front of you. So that's how my brain works, which is, I don't know if that is healthy or not. Like, I actually needed to go to a chiropractic or something to calm down my nerves, because they're so hyper all the time.
Yeah, I think it's also your sleeping schedule.
No. This causes my sleeping schedule. Like, I can't fall asleep, and so that's why it's a problem. So that's why I needed to go to the chiropractic to kind of alleviate everything in my body.
I'm always tired.
That's good. I'm tired. I'm very tired mentally, but then my body says otherwise. Really? And so I just keep on going. I have to tire myself out, mentally, and then by the time it's very late at night, and then I can't sleep. You know? So, what were we talking about again? Loneliness. How do we get there?
Oh no.
I don't know. We're going off on a tangent tonight. But no, so loneliness is something is a feeling, and then having a goal. Having a goal, right? Having a goal is really important, because it goes woo, and then it's always there. Right? And then for me, I set goals, and then I set more goals. It's coming back. It's coming back, Yuka. You know, as you adult, you need to feel whole as a person. You need to be okay with that. Because, being whole. Like, WHOLE. Whole. Not holy.
I know, but being okay with that. But loneliness doesn't equal holiness.
It's so confusing for if you're just listening to the audio. That's WHOL, holiness. So I think we have to be whole as a person. You have to be okay being yourself, like being by yourself, so that you don't have to have that feeling of loneliness, right? And this like also I think translates to healthy relationships too. Like being whole 100% of you and being okay with that, being comfortable with it is really important in relationships so that you're not depending on another person to make you happy. Right? But at the same time, we should depend on other people, your social networks, to make you happy too. But what if like, they're all not available for you? You are the only person who can make you feel better, right? That's how I felt. I called Yuka, not available in a pub. My mom, not available. My friends, not available in LA. It's like I'm alone, right? What I did, I cleaned the house. Made me feel so, yeah. And I bought like a dessert that I loved, and I read a book, and I had tea in my little chair over there.
That's great.
Yeah, and I made myself feel really good, and I went back to sleep. Or no, that's not what I did. I worked on something. And then I worked on something, and then after that I called mom and stuff.
Oh, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
The night was long.
Yeah, the night was long. And then I like went back to sleep. But yeah, there's like we have to like depend on people, but also like not be so dependent on them, and then be able to know how to like make yourself feel good. Right? Because not everyone's gonna be there for you when I think I said this in a different podcast, but like when you like pass away, when you die and you go to the other world, you go there by yourself. No one's gonna be holding your hand going there. We don't know, right? So we have to know how to make yourself happy.
Oh, this wasn't on. Now it's on. My thing wasn't on, probably.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
But yeah, and so when you go home, you're alone, right?
Right.
And then like I think like our mission here is like to make yourself happy, right? And obviously like in the path of it, there's a lot of people who are going to help you with that. But like at the end of the day, you have to make yourself happy. You have to be whole when you go home. This is a really confusing conversation.
You know what I feel like doing something for fun, like going to art classes or like trying to experiment on like all these like hobbies, because like no one's available, so it's like, okay, let me just like go take a pottery class.
Yeah, that's what I do. I go to my cooking classes.
Yeah, those are pretty fun. I think
it's fun
to go by yourself.
Yeah, it's really fun. And I think it has been it really changes up my brain cells.
I think it's really nice to be like, not like, if you phrase yourself as lonely, then you're lonely.
You're lonely.
Right? But then like, I guess like older people are always like, I'm like always hanging out by myself, like going to different places by myself. And I think that's really refreshing. It's like, oh yeah, I can do that by myself too.
Yeah.
And it's actually really okay. And I think we should all be doing that.
Yeah, we should all be taking ourselves on dates.
Yeah, like we shouldn't be like, oh, I can't go there without like someone.
Yeah.
And then kind of limiting your ability to go anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's like a good training for me too. Like living alone is in itself a little hard, right? Because you don't have anyone in the house. But living alone is in itself kind of beautiful because you get to find out more about yourself. So yeah, loneliness and not being alone is different. And there's, in order to overcome loneliness, we just have to be able to find different ways to make yourself happy alone. And adulting is all that, finding that balance in yourself. So we're all in this together. I'm freaking living alone, and Yuka like comes here once a week. So I'm practically lonely, but I'm not lonely. I'm just alone. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Does that conclude everything? Do we understand that?
Everyone is crystal clear.
Are we crystal clear? So thank you for hopping on this little call that we have. It's a great therapy session for us also. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day
and a great life.
I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. See you. Make sure you sign up for our event. Bye.